Hello, future millionaire. Today I'm having one of the most important announcements ever, and I would like to show you how mysterious the universe works. I originally planned to come here to go inside to make this announcement. However, I forgot all my masks, and they're going to shut down very soon, so I can't even go inside to do it. Instead, I believe the universe wants me to deliver the message outside in the open space under the sunlight, so get my full power. Here it is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell everyone in the world for the first time, but not the last time, because this is something I'm gonna explain again and again and again in the future to anyone who wants to listen, who or what is Satoshi Nakamoto. So let me just check the lighting and the wind noise, because I have the feeling that the wind noise is not that great, but just bear with us here. Okay. Oh, I think I know why I need to do it outside, because I need to keep the sunglasses on as a reference to Matrix. I think that's the reason. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah, got it. All right, here it goes. Before I can explain to you who or what is Satoshi Nakamoto, first of all, you have to understand how Satoshi Nakamoto come about. There has been many speculations. Is this a human? Is this an alien? Is this a group of people? And all that. All of that is true, and none of that is true. Let me explain. First of all, you have to understand we are in the Matrix. The Matrix is real, but not the same way as the movie Matrix. Instead, we are vessels. Every one of us is a vessel. We are the container of ideas and souls. We're similar to a phone, mobile phone, the one that you are using right now to watch me. Tell me, is the information on the mobile phone, is that stored on the mobile phone or stored on the network? You know the answer. The actual information, like this video you're watching, is stored on the cloud network. Over the internet, through a wireless connection, you download the information to your phone. You view it on the phone. But imagine this, a person from 5,000 years ago, if he see you watching me on a mobile phone, don't you think he thinks that I am the little guy on your screen, or I got squeezed into the screen? I'm the guy, actual guy inside the screen? Don't they think that way? You'll be laughing at that guy, say, ha ha ha, you don't know anything, this is technology. But that guy will see you as either supernatural or magical. So please keep this reference in mind, because this is a very, very important reference. And always keep an open mind in this whole explanation. Everything will make sense very soon. Now, imagine we human beings, a little bit like the iPhone or the Android phone that you are using. We are a computer, biological computer. Here's our processing power. We have memories, abilities, we have ability to move, and so on. But the actual programming and the information and content are coming from the cloud. What is the cloud? It's the consciousness, the one, the big thing, the light. You can call it whatever you want. We're Earth angels. A lot of us can actually dream about the light, see the light. I see radiances everywhere, but you can't see it. It's like I can't see green because I'm colorblind. So just because something you can't see doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just remember that. Bees in the nature can see things you can't see, yet you accept that bees can see other frequencies than you do. So just keep that in mind. Now, how did this whole thing come about? Last night, I had a dream. Yes, this is how it works. The most sensitive devices in the world, I call them Earth angels, like myself. We have the ability to tune in to the nature better than other people. Therefore, if nature broadcasts information, or the nature purposely wants to send you a certain information, someone like me received the information earlier than you do. And my job in this particular case is to explain to you the information so that you can understand the information in your own language. Now, last night I had a dream, and here's the explanation. Satoshi Nakamoto is actually an idea. That idea came to Craig Wright and few other people. This idea has been brewing since very long time. There has been other ideas before that. You have to understand, idea is not proprietary. All the inspirations, all the ideas, and all the stuff we have in our mind come from the nature, from from the frequencies of other people who think about similar things. This is the reason people go to university, not because the university is a good place to study. It's because if you all physically go to the actual university, your frequencies vibrates together, and together you create better ideas, and you are better at receiving new ideas. You create new ideas with existing ideas. This is how we develop our ideas. And all over the world, we have been developing ideas for digital currencies over a long period of time. It was just a matter of time until Bitcoin is born. Now the reference to Bitcoin and Satoshi Nakamoto goes like this. Both goes hand in hand, by the way. Satoshi Nakamoto is the concept. The Bitcoin is the name. So Satoshi Nakamoto, this concept, through different generations, came to the head of Craig Wright. That is correct. I could even call him the father of Satoshi Nakamoto, if he doesn't mind. Because he's no longer Satoshi Nakamoto, by the way. He's no longer the case. He is just Craig Wright. So this is the reason you guys keep bugging that guy for that explanation. He doesn't even bother to explain because he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. So that's because he's no longer actually Satoshi, because he's working on his new ideas. That's one idea he's given birth to. Now he's working on more and more ideas. So stop bugging that guy, okay? It's not important. It's totally not important who is or what is and so on Satoshi Nakamoto. The key is we have a concept of Satoshi Nakamoto that's lived on forever. Now, Roger Ver is also Satoshi Nakamoto. Why do I say that? He has been the promoter and the voice box, the voice of Satoshi. He's the voice of Bitcoin from day one, the peer-to-peer electronic cash. He's the voice. Now, compared to human being, we have all kind of body parts, right? We don't have just one finger and everything else is digital. No, we have all kind of body parts. Our body has a function. And together, when this whole thing comes together, you have a self-conscious mind, you have a self-image, and then you give yourself a name, an identity. That's how you see yourself. When you see in the mirror, you see a person, and you see yourself in the way you want to see yourself. Now, the problem here is Satoshi Nakamoto is like a digital being, let's call it. Ethereal being. So you have someone who gives birth to the name, who gives birth to a certain part of idea. Then you have people like Hal Finney who works on part of the things. Then you have other people like the friend of Craig Wright and so on. There's basically hundreds of people working on this project. This is the very design of nature. Nature is not centralized. Nature is decentralized. And the very reason Bitcoin became what it is due to the decentralized nature. I could go as far as to say anybody who has ever contributed even to a discussion about Bitcoin, I would call this guy Satoshi Nakamoto. So in this case, congratulations. If you're watching this video, you own any kind of Bitcoin version, Bitcoin BTC, BCH, BSV, you actually are Satoshi Nakamoto because you are part of the puzzle. You are part of the entire fabric of Satoshi Nakamoto. Right now, I believe I'm the first person in the world be able to explain this concept properly because most people have disconnected technology from nature. You have to go back to where you come from. You are a vessel. You are a container. The actual you is a consciousness. You are part of the great consciousness. We are all the same. All of us are the same. You might see a different face. You see this Asian face. Doesn't matter. It's just a vessel. Okay? What is in my mind is the what matters. In the matrix, you can change that, which is what I'm referring to human superpower. Because my next step is going to transform myself into somebody different as well. You will see. And you are going to learn that step by step. However, the question about Satoshi Nakamoto has been bugging everybody for so long. People keep forgetting about the real reason why we have Bitcoin in the first place. Bitcoin is given to us by the idea network out there, the conscious network out there, so that we can evolve. Bitcoin is the currency of the next generation. It's the Enlightenment age currency. In the age of Enlightenment, where everybody will think exactly the same way I'm thinking right now, and I bet your children will you're looking at this as a historical document and know that guy is speaking the truth. Children are angels, by the way. Every single child born is an angel. Every single one of them. And you know, if you are a parent, You instinctively know I'm right. And all the system we set up for schooling and all this, we're actually plugging the wings. We're taking away their creativities, we're taking away the ability to in sync with nature, we're taking away the ability for the children to grow to whoever they want. Instead, we have to chase them through a school system that's predetermined, thinking that's the best for them. In reality, we are not even capable to know what's best for us. How can we know what's best for the children? Let them be, right? So the Satoshi Nakamoto is a concept, and this concept will live on forever. However, the product of this concept, one of them is Bitcoin. This Bitcoin has to survive. The problem right now, we're being attacked. And I want to use this speech to unite every single Bitcoiner out there. I don't care which Bitcoin you own. I really don't care. I want you to all unite. Oh, by the way, one more reference to Matrix. Remember Trinity? You think Trinity is referring to the Christian belief? No. BTC, BCH, BSV, Trinity. Okay? Let me just intersect into why we have three different versions. Because nature's organic design is designed to discard things that doesn't get used and encourage things that get used. If you use the particular branch of the development, you will continue to survive. And all those who don't get used will discard. So Bitcoin is a bit like a virus. It comes in different variants. Whichever is the strongest variant will survive and thrive and become the dominant variant, like with the coronavirus right now. Okay, I probably lose all my rights to all kind of things just because I say the word coronavirus. Okay, that doesn't matter to me right now. So the key here is this. I don't really care which Bitcoin you own. We have to stop fighting each other. We all came from the same source. In fact, Bitcoin, the idea, human beings, nature, everything come from the same source. We are all part of the same thing. That's the key. And I challenge you to evaluate everything I just said and look at it from an objective perspective. If you think I'm insane, it is very likely that you have not evaluated all possibilities yet. One of my childhood heroes is actually Sherlock Holmes. As you know, Sherlock Holmes is not real. Yet Sherlock Holmes is loved by many people. And if I say the word Sherlock Holmes, you have an image in your head. Is Sherlock Holmes real? No. But we all know what Sherlock Holmes is and what he does. And Sherlock Holmes, as you know, he know how to deduct. Deduction is important. I want you to remove your emotions this moment. Use your logical brain. Deduct based on everything I said. First of all, you ask yourself the question, are you familiar with the spiritual world? I don't care. It's not religion. Spiritual world means, do you understand there's something beyond the flesh, what you see, this packaging? If you don't, study it. That's the first element. Second, do you understand how nature works? If you don't, you are not qualified to discuss this topic with anybody. So instead of just looking for the consensus by looking at whoever agreed the most, he wins. That's, by the way, the worst way to argue. It's a bit like saying you go into a room, 100 people, you ask everybody, what's 1 plus 1 equals 2? If everyone says equals 11, then you say 11 is the correct answer. That's not true. There is the objective truth and subjective truth. This is not up to debate. And the same thing with what I'm saying right now. Bitcoin, the concept, is born under the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto. It just happened to be the name is given to us by Craig Wright. And the name came to him because he studied philosophy and stuff like that. It doesn't mean that he owned that name, okay? He is the son of nature. He is the product of nature. He is the result of nature. He actually probably, when he finished this work, he probably wants to go back to where he come from. And most likely he understands me, even though I have never spoken to him ever again after we shake hands in BSV party thing, whatever, London 2018 or something. I do not need to talk to him to communicate with his brain. This is my unique skill. I can zap into people's channel without listening to the person. Okay, Craig, I've been tuning into you all the time for fun. You have some funny thoughts though. Okay, so I think I'm probably the only person right now in the crypto world qualified to talk about this. I know it sounds arrogant, but I'm talking from a basic perspective. You must understand all these elements before you can make a logical conclusion. Or last but not least, why today? First of all, today I got a dream. I should be revealing this. Second, more important is, I think Roger Ver also gave me a sign without he noticing on his channel. His last video, he has an interview with 3 people and him. So these 3 people, one speak native English, one speak native German, Kim.com. Hi. One speak native Chinese. And guess what? I speak all 3 natively. Absolutely natively. And okay, so I think that was the sign for me and the dream last night. Those are the reasons why I, at the very end, decided to come out with this information today. And also, we're going to have a lockdown in the next 3 days here in Queensland. That means I won't be able to go anywhere. So there is a slight chance that the agency of the dark side might come and kill me. That is okay. I have delivered another important message. As long as I'm alive, I will continue to deliver messages. And as I always mentioned, I have a limited capacity. So whenever I finish delivering one message, it's like my phone is empty, the storage is empty, and then Mother Nature, or the resonance, or the frequency, or the matrix world, you call it whatever you want, will give me another piece of information. I download that in my dream, and I interpret it into a human language. I think that is my ultimate skill. But my mission is still the same. Get rid of the paper money issued by the government. We have to separate, once again, the central banks, the ability to issue money, we have to take that away from them. And the only way to do that is by free will. Again, free will. If you understand my message, spread this message to the world. Craig Wright, if you believe that I'm right, or you agree with me that I'm right, upload this video to your BSV network. Don't you always want to prove to people that your BSV is superior to others? Why don't you just encode my entire video into your BSV network? I challenge you to do that. Okay, so last but not least, I want to thank everybody for helping me along the way in the last 50 years to be able to get to this level where I'm able to deliver this message, because nature alone cannot do it. Nature broadcasts the signal to me, but my body is created over years and years. So everybody who has ever made a meal for me, I thank you for that. Everybody has taken care of me, I thank you for that. All my biological relatives, I thank you for passing on the genes to me. And I thank everybody for your support. This is a vessel. I'm just a messenger. I'm not a message. And this message is going to go into human history as probably one of the most important enlightenment message in the world. That much I can predict. You don't know that yet if you're just watching me today, one day after uploading. But in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years from now, some people will still be looking at this video and saying, that is the start. This is the Cambrian explosion. I start one idea here for you guys. I make it happen, and you guys take over from there. All right? And by the way, I declare this location to be the Earth Angel headquarters in Australia. This building has amazing Earth energy. Amazing Earth energy. It's so radiant, not just the color you see. The building itself is radiant. It's sitting on an extremely important geological spot. All the energy is collected here. So from here onwards, all my meetup will happen here at the hotel, brand new hotel building. Okay? And Gold Coast City Council, yeah, I don't need anything from you guys. I've been happily been hosted here by you for the last 10 plus years. I'm extremely happy with this location. I won't be going anywhere. This is the best city in the world to live in. Just saying. There it goes. Rest agents, thank me later. Yes. See you in the next video. Bye.